So, yo, oh my God, Jeff. So Jeffrey, so one year, Jeff got this. He got this chopper bike, right? It's this bike that sat low, like a chopper. He used to ride that shit every day, up and down the block, everywhere. He rode his chopper bike. Now, I didn't have anything against Jeff and the chopper bike because he would let me get a ride on the chopper bike once in a while. We did that. But one particular day, he's riding his chopper bike. He's just going up and down the block. And me, I'm feeling in my usual prank mood because I'm also tell you that I was the antagonizer. I wasn't a bully because I never bullied them, but I did bully Pete a little bit one summer. I'm gonna tell you a story about Wayne, how I was bothering Wayne. I wouldn't say I bullied them to the point where I would hurt them, but I bothered them, or I would prank them a lot, or bother them, because I came from an environment where I was bullied, and then that kind of carried over when I moved to this block and I met them, and I had to learn over the years that one, I'm not a bully. I don't like bullies. I don't want to be bullied. I hated being bullied when I was growing up. It still has effects on me to this day, psychologically and physically. But I seen that that's what I was becoming. I was becoming the block bully, but not to the point where I was trying to hurt them, or but what it turned in, what would have probably turned me into a bully, eventually transformed me being just pranking them a lot and just fucking with them, because I just like pranking them and fucking with them. But I love them. I love them to this day. I love them to death. All five of them crazy motherfuckers. So this is the Jeff and Wayne. This is the Jeff story because it starts with Jeff, but Wayne is included in this one. The niggas got me good. All right. So Jeff's riding his chopper bike, and he comes riding by, and I'm outside in front of my house. It's a summer day, and I'm hosing down the front. That was one of my favorite chores. Mom would tell me, go hose down the porch and get it ready, because I think we were hosing down the yard, getting it ready for 4th of July, because my mother throws a 4th of July cookout in the driveway yard every year for the last, I don't know how many years, since I was a little boy, and they are phenomenal. They are the best, and that's the way you do a barbecue 4th of July cookout. And she's been doing them since the 70s, all through the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. And I think the only thing that's going to stop my mom from doing a 4th of July cookout, and I say this with all love, is if the Lord comes to get her, or they outlawed. Other than that 4th of July party goes down. And that's where I get all my partying nonsense from my mom, because my moms love to party. Right thing, one thing, two? Yeah, you niggas like to party too. So, back on track. So I'm outside. I remember doing it. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm outside, and I'm hosing down the front. And I call Jeff. Yo, Jeff, come here for a minute. So he's riding on his bike. I see him riding. So he rides down. And he says, yo, I'll be right back. So he rides up, gets the tilt, and he turns around and comes back. I say, yo, Jeff, let me talk to you for a minute. So he pulls up on his bike, parks. I take the hose, because it's a hot day. It's hot. It's hot enough that I can wet someone. And I just take out the hose, and I just start wetting him. I mean, and I'm not, he's not, it came to the point where Jeff was so fed up with what I had done to him that he did not even move. He just stood there and let me wet his whole body. Yo, I wet his head, his shoulders, his arms, his legs, his sneakers, his bike. I got up close and I just kept soaking him with the water, with a constant spray. I soaked his socks, his underwear, soaked him. he basically took a shower with his clothes on. So he looks at me basically with, so you finished? He was mad too. He was mad. And he drove away, right? So I said, that was fun. I'll do that again. So apparently Wayne must not have known what happened, because Wayne comes out later, and I see Wayne. And I go, yo, Wayne, come here for a minute. So Wayne comes down the block. What's up, Tom? And he stands there. And I do the same thing to him. Start wetting with the water. So, and at this point, Wayne does the same thing. Wayne doesn't try to run. Wayne doesn't. He was angry, but he took it. I soaked Wayne to the point where Wayne was wearing his sneakers a little loose, and his sneaker came off at some point. Sometime, I think he might have started walking away or running. I don't know what it was. Oh, he might have tried to run, but his sneaker came off. Yo, I took the sneaker and I filled it with water like a cup, and I left it there. Wayne picked up the sneaker, poured the water out. Wayne went home, soaking wet, with socks on. All right, so I got Wayne, I got Jeff that day. So they go home and whatever, they change. The rest of the day goes by, we hang out. Unbeknownst to me, they were plotting on me. Oh, they were plotting their revenge. And I love the fact that they took their time. So it's like days later, or it could even have been a week later. I'm all comfortable now. I done forgot all about it. Not Wayne and Jeff. So I'm on the block chilling, and at the time I was dating Jill. So me and Jill were dating. We were, in love and everything. So I walked her to. She was going over to Mrs. Murray's house, Tony Murray's house, and I walked her to the backyard, because we would often walk to the back and stand on the stoops, because we had back porches. They had a front porch, back porch with steps. And she was so little, she would stand on the steps, and we would kiss. We would make out on those back porches, back steps. So we walked to the back. But I was hesitant to walk with her to the front, because her moms didn't like me. Jill's mom did not like me, and she didn't approve. And I know she didn't approve of us, dating, whatever we were doing. So I decided, should I walk with Jill to the front? And I don't want her moms to see me, then she'll get in trouble. So I remember Jill was like, Jill didn't give a fuck. That's what I love about Jill. Didn't care. Jill said, well, you gonna walk me or you're not? I don't really care. My mother sees me, whatever. So I decided, so not to make any trouble, I let Jill leave the yard first. So Jill walks up the driveway. It's about a 20-foot, 30-long-foot driveway. It's a long driveway. The houses are connected. There's a long driveway that they share in garages. But they never really put the cars back there that much. But it was a nice long driveway. Jill leaves first. I wait till Jill leaves. I see her cross the street and go. Then I start walking up the driveway to the front of the house. And as I'm coming out of the driveway, I don't know when they got me, but at some point, next thing I know, I got soaked with a bucket of water. Splash! And I was like, what the f-? And I see Wayne and Jeffrey up in the front window laughing at me. Just laughing and laughing. And I'm like, oh, and I turned into the Hulk, and I was mad. I went up to the porch and I slipped and I fucking hit my ankle, my shin. Yo, I was so mad. I was so angry at them. And I wanted to get them back and revenge on them. Yo, Jeffrey, I tried to get Jeffrey and Wayne for about a week. Yo, they did not come outside for days. They avoided me for days. I threatened to kill them. And if I had, and then I remember later. So after some time, everything was back to normal. We were laughing about it, how I got them, and how they got me back, how they were plotting their revenge against me. It was awesome. It was awesome. We laughed about it lots of times after that. And they said that if you had come out with Jill, we wouldn't have did it because we didn't want to wet Jill. But when we seen Jill come out first, we was like, nah, we getting him. And they got me, yo. They soaked me. It was hilarious. Everybody was laughing. Everybody thought it was funny. Oh man, what memories, man. What memories. That was a good one that Jeff did. I had to get him though. I would often fuck with Jeff a lot of times just to fuck with him, get him mad or mess with him a little bit. And he'd get me back. Yeah. Oh my God. And Wayne. Wayne. All right, so let me tell you the Wayne story.